Hello everybody, my name is Python and welcome back to episode 3 of the Let's Play. Check it out! A certain arms dealer has decided to pay us a visit. We've got Maurice here, and the reason why this guy is so good is because he's going to be selling us ammo for our boomstick that we got in the last episode. So let's go ahead and top ourselves off with a whole bunch of ammo. 3,488, is that going to be enough? I don't know. I'll go with it, though. So there we go. Our boomstick is now in action. Now, talking of action, I am going to head myself back down into the depths of the jungle here because I completely forgot about a little bit of a something. The Staff of Regrowth, its upgrade is the Axe of Regrowth. And similar to the Ivy Whip, it only requires jungle spores. There's no stingers in the recipe for the Axe of Regrowth, so yeah, we won't have to grind out a whole bunch of hornet dudes or spiked jungle slimes. As you can see, I've already got myself all of the vines we need. It literally is just the jungle spores we need. So, let's head ourselves down into the jungle. And while I do so, it gives me an opportunity to say a huge thank you, as always, for all of your lovely support throughout this series so far. I really do appreciate it a ton, folks. Well, there's me heading over to the right-hand side of the world, but actually on the left-hand side here appears to be a ginormous underground jungle entrance. Maybe if we follow this down instead, maybe then we'll find ourselves a whole bunch of jungle spores real quick like. I won't lie, I would definitely understand if some of you folks were thinking that I was rushing progression early on in the series, but believe me, that is not the case at all. To be able to keep mobs at bay and to be able to get ourselves an increased yield of potion ingredients, it's gonna be really, really good, isn't it? So then, today is going to be a good test for our new grass blade, isn't it? We'll see what kind of things it's actually capable of in terms of keeping us alive. You know what? There's a far quicker way of locating caves, isn't there? Chucking down a whole bunch of bombs, for example. I think that would do the job quite nicely. And what do you know? A little bit of a cave. Now, don't worry, this isn't going to be another episode of us just fumbling around in the jungle. There are other things I want to get done today. For example, I'd very much like to see if I could make some more NPC houses. Only, yeah, so far we've only got our starter base build from episode 1, which houses only 2 NPCs. So, yeah, there's definitely some more building to be done, folks. Gotta love a little bit of Operation Bomb the Crap Out of Your World. Hey, I've just realized, look at the amount of slush blocks we have here. Wow. If we manage to find ourselves an extractonator real soon, like, we might be able to get ourselves a healthy top-up of resources. Oh, there's a little bit of a green glow on the left-hand side there. Is it a jungle spore or is it a shrine? Oh, it's jungle spores, but there's quite a lot of other things going on as well, and I don't think we're going to be long for this world at this point. There's a lot of dudes who want me dead. So do you know what this calls for? A little bit of cheese. Yeah, try and take me out now, you son of a gun. Go on, giant hornet. Yeah, go bye-byes there, sunshine. Very nice. Right, now we're going to take this guy out, and actually now there's a whole friggin' army of man-eaters. Oh, come on, man. Talk about gatekeeping loot. Oh, hang on a minute. We might be able to explore this thing and loot it yet. What have we got here? Yeah, double jump. Very nice. And, apparently, a cowbell. Now, a lot of you guys were correctly pointing out in the first episode that these weird and wonderful little necklaces and bands and such, they will go ahead and change the sound of you being hurt. So I can only imagine if I was to go ahead and put on the cowbell right there, I'm going to start making mooing sounds when I get hurt, right? So here we are. I'm going to purposely allow myself to get hurt. Okay. There we go. Oh, it actually is a cowbell. It's not a mooing sound. Well, okay then. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that. It just seems a bit strange to have a cowbell sound play when you're getting damaged. Anyway, time to go claim our prize. If we can, that is. Ah, okay. Well, I've got some jungle spores. Oh, yeah. Double whammy time, my friends. A shrine and jungle spores. What you got for me, bud? Hey, the seaweed turtle pet thingy. Oh, apparently I got poisoned to death. Well, that's fun, isn't it? What the hell? Bro, what is happening? Why are there little mini boulders flying all over the place? Wait, have I missed something? Python couldn't find the antidote. No, the arms dealer. Is this Boulder Rain? Wait, this is hilarious. What the hell, man? Okay, I can't say I've seen this before. Oh! Okay, and they are lethal. Okay! It's shailing outside. Well, there we are. There's our achievement time for today. Oh, they do damage to enemies and me alike. Well, okay. I'll take it. So it was Boulder Rain. It's shailing outside. Survive the dreaded rain of boulders. I don't recall that being a thing on my previous Legendary Mode playthroughs. Is that like a specific thing for this seed combination or something? I'll be honest, I have absolutely no idea. Either way, an interesting little quirk right there, I'm sure you'd agree. But equally, holy crap, I don't want to come across that again. Oh! You sneaky son of a gun. Wait, it's Boulder Raining again? Oh my god. Oh! What the? Wait, let me just process that real quick. Did a giant boulder just split into smaller boulders? Dude. Oh my goodness me. Yeah. Okay. Oh my word, that tiny little mini boulder is like properly stalking me. Oh, I don't like it. Come on, get back on the ground. There we go. Oh, more jungle spores for your boy. Getting ever closer to that 12 jungle spore goal we're trying to go for. Ah! Okay. Many things going on right now. Oh my word, there's another manny to grab a dude thing. Ugh, get out of here, Python. And there we go. Do you think it'll be worthwhile me just sleeping away this Boulder Rain? Then it'll just seem like a distant nightmare that we had, right? Oh yeah, the sun has come out. It is midday here in our Terraria Let's Play world. Let's make the most of it, shall we? By heading back underground into the danger zone. That doesn't sound weird at all, does it? Oh, hey there, random giant mahogany tree. What are you gonna have for us? Fiberglass fishing pole. Come on, that's gotta be like the last thing we need, right? Oh, it's another staff of regrowth. Not entirely sure that there's much call for 2 of them in our Let's Play here, but whatevs. I guess I could sell it. We're up to 8 jungle spores currently. We've got another node up here, and then one final one to the right over there. Don't you dare kill me, little micro bees. I'm not about to have that. Oh, and once again, the jungle spores are being gate-kept by a freaking man-eater. What is up with these guys? Okay, that was a bit close for comfort. What is up with these guys, honestly? And ladies and gentlemen, there we are. 12 is what we needed. We have 13. All I need to do is grab out my old copper axe, and now at the crafting table here, we should be able to make ourselves, there it is, episode 3, Axe of Regrowth. Now, I don't know about you folks, but I think that's pretty good going. At some point, we picked up a warding nature's gift. The one we have on us is menacing. So if I was to put this on, here we are. Little bit of a defense boost. The only thing is, because we now have over 10 defense, there is a small chance that the Eye of Cthulhu might spawn in naturally, right? Oh, wait, no, hang on a minute. I think we need to have 200 health. Ah, we might be okay for a little bit yet, in which case. So then, time to take a bit of a break from all the underground jungle craziness. So how's about we grab ourselves a bunch more Feywood, and then we can make a bit of a start on another part of our base here. I've just realized something, folks. This night doesn't appear to have an aurora. So apparently they don't happen every night, huh? I guess the big question is, just how often do they happen? Is there like some criteria that needs to be fulfilled in order for them to happen? I honestly have no clue. Alrighty, my friends. So, I've had a few ideas pop into the old creative noggin. Number one is trying to add in a whole bunch of trees sort of in amongst the build here. Now, I've counted that there's a 17 block height gap between the floor and this little roof bit here. Fortunately, trees only require 16 blocks in order to grow. So, in order to add just a little bit of, I don't know, height variation or something like that, I thought what might be a cool idea is if I was to add in maybe a little bit of a snow platform like that, and upon it, we place ourselves down a little bit of a tree like that. I mean, why not, right? I think that'll look really, really nice. And then the actual floor around here, I think we're going to have ourselves some snow bricks placed down like that. And then maybe underneath here, we'll have ourselves like a little light as well. Yeah. All right. Already this place is starting to feel quite homely, isn't it? Once the tree has grown, I see no reason why we couldn't go ahead and add ourselves in a whole bunch of background walls. Maybe this winds up being a little nature courtyard or something. In the center here, I'm thinking we have sort of our main build for this base. And then, of course, on the right-hand side, I'm thinking we go full-on symmetry mode in that we have another one of these and another one of these builds. Do you know what? As I continue to build upon this base here, I just keep coming up with more and more and more ideas. Like, the thing I'm thinking of right now is maybe we add ourselves in a tower on the left-hand side and then also the right-hand side, basically encasing our little emerging mini settlement within it. So, I don't know, the left tower, maybe we could have ourselves like a large, tall door. And then the rest of it is just a big old tower, kind of similar to the ones we had in our arena on the Master Summoner playthrough. I think that could be a good way to sort of secure the area real nicely, right? I just really hope that mobs, especially during a blood moon, are not capable of opening those really large, tall doors that you can make via a heavy workbench. Talking of the heavy workbench, there it is. It's not even called the heavy workbench anymore. It's called the heavy assembler, used for novelty decor crafting. Okay, that's interesting. So, the big question is, what can we do with this? Decorative healing potion. Oh, very interesting. But yeah, these are the things I'm on about. The tall gate. Brilliant. Oh, I can only make one of them. What's the limiting factor? Oh, we need one more iron bar. Well, the good news is I've got a decent amount of iron because I've been slapping slimes around that happen to contain it, and I've been mining up little bits of iron ore here and there. So, yeah, we're looking pretty good. So here we go. A little bit of proof of concept here, folks. Either side of the door here, I'm thinking maybe some lampposts. Maybe try to enhance the town feel of this area. Dude, you know what? Honestly, if this place winds up looking even half like the vision I have in my mind right now, it's going to look absolutely amazing. It really, really is. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we chuck these bad boys down. Do the same over the right-hand side as well, of course. And there we are. All we need to do now is build up these towers. Ah, there we go, my friends. There's the Aurora. It's returned to us. Beautiful. So, as you can see, a little bit of a progress update regarding the building. I decided to have the left-hand side here also be kind of like a nature courtyard kind of deal. So, yeah, it turns out we're going to have multiple different little nature courtyards. I thought they'd look pretty cool. Or nature rooms. They're not really courtyards, are they? They're just rooms. So, yeah, we're getting there, though, my friends. We're getting there. I think once I have built the right-hand side build, which of course, as I said before, is going to be the exact same as this, then I'll be able to figure out just what kind of size of room I have to work with the central area here. So then, how's about we get on with the right-hand side house, eh? Ah, that, my friends, is the absolute definition of a perfect tree fitting a perfect space. So now I could get away with adding in some background walls. So long as I don't wind up accidentally chopping this tree down for any reason, we should be totally fine. I really like that. That is such a cool little tree. You know you're a builder in Terraria when you're complimenting the trees. All right, my friends. So having added the sort of infrastructure slash outlines for the right-hand side of this little settlement here, I now have a better idea as to the amount of space I have to work with the central build. And oh my goodness me, is it a good amount? I guess the big question is, what are we going to use this middle room for? I think previously I was saying maybe like a workstation area, maybe comment of the day signs. That could be another thing, because obviously, you know, the second episode one is over there, just in a random location. Maybe it will be quite good to have ourselves a comment of the day build nice and early on. Then I don't have signs strewn out all across the world, huh? But then again, one thing that I am realizing is that I almost always have like all of the useful stuff in my world in one build or one area. I'd very much like to actually spread out my builds all across the world so I have a reason to visit other areas of the world. So as much as, yes, this is going to be sort of my main base area for the foreseeable future, there will be other builds with other purposes to come eventually. The arms dealer is in our world. If we're very, very quick, I might just be able to get him to sit down in this new build right here. I don't know. Let's put a candle in there. And then arms dealer. Yeah. All right, Tyrone. You now have an actual place to live. And for this upstairs build, let's go ahead and put down a crafting table. The first and only crafting table in this actual build. I mean, yeah, we've got one over here, but this is just a little temporary area. We're going to get rid of all this. So, yeah, there we are. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, a workbench in our build. Don't know why it's taking me so long to get this sorted. But there we are. The only other thing I might want is a cooking pot. Yep, there it is. Get one of those bad boys. And that is going to go up here. Looks like we have ourselves a bit of an attic kitchen going on here now. A kitchen with now a loom and a sawmill in it. I mean, yeah, sure. This has now become a multifunctional room. And hey, here's the thing. Whoever winds up coming in here will be able to do some woodwork and then cook themselves up a meal all in the comfort of the very same room. Doesn't sound weird at all, does it? Ah, right. Okay, so it's a little bit annoying, but our central room is actually an even number of blocks wide. I never like working with even numbers in Terraria. I much prefer working with odd numbers because then you've got like a perfect center, haven't you? As in, the center is just one block. You might have noticed at the very beginning of the episode, in fact, that I now have a couple of pets. I've got myself a little parakeet dude, and I decided to capture a penguin as well, because, I mean, you know, we are in a snow biome at the end of the day. It makes sense, doesn't it? Do you know what I've just realized? Signs are only 2 blocks wide, so therefore we'd be working with even numbers. Maybe this central room can just be entirely dedicated to the comment of the day signs. So there we are, already overcoming building challenges, my friends. You got yourself a room that is an even number of blocks wide? Make it into a sign room, or whatever else you might want. But in my case, a sign room seems to be the way to go. Oh no! Tragically, we are out of Feywood. I'm gonna have to go mushroom hunting again, aren't I? Only there's a few more lanterns that I want to get placed down. All of these little dangly bits, they all have lanterns on them, and there's 4 here that don't. Ah! So then, looks like I'm about to go full building nerd mode. Let's go find ourselves a whole bunch of mushrooms. And more to the point, hope that a whole bunch have respawned back in. Also, I'm noticing that this isn't getting grassed over. I can only assume it's because of its close proximity to the lava. Maybe if I was to do something similar to over the right-hand side here, maybe double up the mud. Yeah, as you can see, there is indeed grass on the top layer. All right, well, that's something else we can get done real quick today, eh? There's one mushroom, and another one, and a third one. Where the hell did all these little regenerative hearts come from? Oh, do you know what? It might have been the boulder rain. smashing a whole bunch of vases. Yeah, look at that. There's all manner of little bits and bobs that you'd ordinarily get from vases. So, yeah, Sherlock hat on. The boulders fell down, cracked apart, became smaller boulders, and then went down this cave, destroying everything in its wake. Aha. Bit of an interesting one. Oh, look at that. Wow, okay. Look at this. There's even more down here. Oh, hey, a random chest in the dark. Don't mind if I do. Also, we got ourselves a boomerang, and that bad boy can be made into an enchanted boomerang. Look at that, we got ourselves a good one as well. And look at that, some more mushrooms for you, boy. And a clover, apparently, the first one of the series. Hey, we finally have a permanent merchant on our world. Well, I say permanent, I use that term loosely, of course. Safety is never a permanent state of affairs in my world, is it, my friends? Here we are, plenty more Feywood to be had. 360 of them, in fact. Blimey. Ah, the merchant's distant cousin has spawned in. Hey there, Behemoth. What you got for me, bud? The katana. Wow, if I hadn't already had the blade of grass, I'd be really quite excited right about now. But anyways, portable cement mixer, the extendo grip. Hell yeah, we're going to have those bad boys. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm so close to being able to afford it. All right, sell the grubs, sell the slugs. Is there anything else I can sell that might grant us the ability? Oh, no, we do have it. Wow, look at us. We have but 30 copper coins remaining on us. Amazing. I just gotta hope that 341 Feywood is enough for us to get this thing finished. There's only one way to find out, isn't there? Let's see if I can come up with a little bit of a layout for this room, eh? There we are. Got ourselves a little roof on this thing, going for a similar style roof to all the rest of them. And you know what? Proportionally speaking, I think we've actually done a pretty good job here. So here we go, my friends, adding in a whole bunch of signs, 36 of them to be exact. So after episode technically 37, because there wasn't a comment of the day for the very first episode, after that point, we'll have to make ourselves a new comment of the day build. But yeah, here we are with the very first one of this series. Right, now I just need to fill in the rest of the spaces. I'm thinking maybe some flower pots on the far left and right. And then in the center, I don't really know just yet, to be honest with you. Just need myself a whole bunch of clay so I can actually make the flower pots. And then we should be able to get the comment of the day room finished. Speak of the devil, here we are. A big old clay deposit. Nice. Zombies, you are not going to keep me from becoming the undisputed flower pot king in Terraria as well as Minecraft, okay? No, 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 no. So, let's keep on going. We've got ourselves a whopping great deposit here. Oh my goodness me, this is just beautiful, isn't it? While we don't have access to a dryad, maybe if we wind up with a ridiculous amount of clay, we could use some of these surplus clay pots to have ourselves a slightly more rudimentary potion ingredients growing area somewhere. 248 clay blocks. Oh, yeah. Absolutely love to see it. Right, so it is 5 clay per pot. So what's the maths on that? How many are we going to get? 49. Okay, so that is way more than we need. I decided to go with a little bit of a weird alternating crisscross pattern in that there's lighting on the edges, then lighting in the center, lighting on the edges, etc., so on and so forth. So these little flower pots, I'm just going to allow them to grow flowers just so they, you know, look nice. Question, can I put... I can! Oh, okay. It's weird how these terrariums work. Some things can be placed upon them, but some things can't. For example, check this out. I can't place a chest upon it, but for whatever reason, I can place flower pots upon them. Do you know what? As the flower pot king, I approve. Temporarily, I'm going to place down a whole bunch of flower pots on these little roof bits, and then as time goes on and we get more and more things growing in them, potion ingredients wise, I'll be able to go ahead and harvest them at my leisure, right? Talking of which, what have we got seeds wise? Oh, a good amount actually. So Daybloom, that's definitely going to be usweed. Deathweed again is going to be definitely useful. Moonglow, yes, and then, I mean, I think Blink Root would be another good one to go for, but we don't have 5. So we're just going to have to play with the cards we've been dealt here, folks. But anyways, there we are. Bloody hell, that took absolutely no time at all. And look at that, we got 2 Moonglow instead of only 1. Now, I don't know if this was a 1.4.5 change, but I didn't have to manually replant that Moonglow seed. The Axe of Regrowth auto-replanted one in its place. I think that's fantastic. I don't remember that ever being a thing before 1.4.5. So if it was this update that did that, brilliant. Again, I very much approve of it. So then, all we've got to do is get ourselves some background walls in and then finish off the towers. And then we can call this thing mostly done. Aside from the little nature rooms, I guess. Maybe we could just leave them without background walls. Now, I know, that probably sounds like I'm being lazy. But I don't know, since these are little nature rooms, up until we get ourselves access to, like, grass walls with the Dryad, I don't think these need background walls. I just don't. Although, with that said, we do have access to living leaf walls. That could be something to go for, right? I don't know. I think I'm just going to leave these without background walls for now. Maybe I'll change my mind eventually, in which case I'll do something then. For now, though, I think these are okay as is. Alrighty, my friends, going for a very, very similar block palette to what we've got already, just so we've got a little bit of uniformity around here. And then, yeah, once we've got this done, we just got to get the towers done. And then that'll be it for this little mini spawn settlement of epicness. Now that, my friends, is a nice looking build, and we've got it done just in time for the Slime Rain event to start. Once again, I'm not ready for King Slime. Well, I say that, I probably am, to be fair, but I don't want to take him down, more to the point. I want to get my builds done. I'm going to wind up having King Slime spawn in, aren't I? These guys are such buttheads. I'm trying to build, dude. You're making it so difficult for me. Oh dear. And ladies and gentlemen, with a few little finishing touches in the form of lights on the roof itself, and having gotten the towers done and dusted, I'm happy to say that our starter base, for now anyway, is done. Or at least I'd be happy to call it done. Wow, it is staggering to think that at the beginning of today's episode, we literally only had this one humble house on the left. And here we are with quite a heck of a lot more than that now, eh? Dude, I love this build. And I really do hope that you folks have enjoyed today's build also. Of course, feedback, suggestions, it's always welcome in the comments area down below. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and get the comment of the day for today. For today's comment of the day, we've got Crazy Adam 92 who says, having a graveyard biome is a good thing early on because you can make the grave digger's shovel. You're quite right. I always wind up forgetting about the grave digger's shovel, and then when I do wind up finally getting it, I'm always like, why did I not remember? This thing is actually amazing. So far as I can remember, it is capable of digging out 3x3 areas of, I think, soft tiles. So things like mud and dirt, potentially ash blocks as well. Stuff like that, basically. So, yeah, that might be a little bit of a something to do, odd jobs-wise, in the next episode. I think that's a really good idea. So, yeah, thank you, Adam. Appreciate you reminding me of that. And I also appreciate all of you folks for watching today's episode. I really hope you have enjoyed it. Drop a like if you have. And, of course, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on my future content. For now, though, my friends, have a great rest of your day.